3-point start from the German team. That shows the importance of getting yourself down this opening straight as quickly as possible. Just a word on Christian Ulberg-Hansen. He's a member of the Athlete Commission and kindly stepped in on a preview of this event yesterday afternoon with myself, Tim and Ellen Ellard, and he was saying you really got to get your tactics absolutely perfect on this course and in this event.
I shall be fascinated to see how quickly they go here, Hannah, because those hills, and they're all the little climbs within the hill, and then going through the La Mandra Castello, and then the downslope where they'll be flying. At the speed these guys are going to be moving at, it's going to be terrifying. There's going to be some slipping and sliding. I hope nobody comes a serious cropper, but they are tearing round this. They've only been going 27 seconds, and they're most of the way around this lap. So
Petro Arise is in the lead at the moment. He took third place in the test event here a few weeks ago. The win went to the Portuguese athlete Isaac Nader. He's just tucked in a tiny bit. So Nader and Arise first and third in that event. So you'd expect them to know what they're doing, but there's a lot more quality around them. It was basically a Italy versus Portugal race in that test event. Arise just taking the racing line there. He's got the advantage as they turn towards this sharp left-hand turn up until the hill. And we talked about this yesterday. All athletes do uphill reps as part of training. This is a very steep uphill. You've got to get your technique bang on. But it's the downhill that's really going to test these track specialists.
Arise then leads. Improved from 3:37 to 3:35 in Munich last summer when he finished fourth at the European Championships over 1,500 metres. He slowed a little bit now as the Spanish athlete, the opening leg athlete for Spain, moves onto his shoulder, Jesus Gomez. But you can see some of them really struggling on these upslopes, and you've got to attack those. You've got to pump with the arms and maintain that drive, get the knees up high and push into each of those slopes and get up this hill as quickly as you can. Technique is critical. Gaps opening up already. They've only got a couple of minutes on the clock.
1,500 metre running, you're always on that limit of flooding yourself with lactic and just tolerating that. And chucking a hill like this in the middle of a 1,500 metre effort, these guys are going to be absolutely flooded with lactic. Okay, my mistake, they are going through the building. They're going all the way up to the top. They've had to do that whole climb. And now they're going to just flow, well, hopefully flow down this hill. Arise in the lead at the moment. Jesus Gomez of Spain just sticking to him. It does look like Christian Ulberg-Hansen might begin to struggle a little bit on this downhill section. It is the trials winner, Isaac Nader of Portugal, in third at the moment, but there's some big gaps opening up. Great Britain and Northern Ireland, the defending champions, I think only just about in the top 10. That's going to be all change here in the next three legs.
Well, Jesus Gomez in second place is a 3:30. And he's gone down. He's a 3:33 1,500 metre runner, and he goes down. Doesn't matter how quick you are in track races. If you can't keep your feet on this surface, then you're going to be in trouble. That has given Arise, no relation, by the way, to Franco Arise, the great Italian 1,500 metre runner of generations past. But Arise has a gap now of about 20 metres and taken full advantage of that. Stays on his feet, struggling to stay on his feet and keep his balance. Here it is. Wow. Bang, that's quite a heavy fall from Gomez.
That's heartbreak for the Spanish team. Now these athletes they have to run the whole way to the line. You can see them removing almost a sweatband with more of a plastic bracelet this year. So they're going to pass over that plastic bracelet to their next runner. It is a lead for Italy at the moment. Federica Del Buono, they slightly fluffed that changeover, but it does look like they managed it. And the Danish runner just falling to the ground is going to have to stay out of the way of the rest of the athletes. Jesus Gomez did well to run all the way in there. He fell all the way back into about sixth place. But Federica Del Buono, she is a 4:02 runner for Italy. A fantastic athlete. Bronze medal at the European Indoor Championships all the way back in 2014. She's had a tumultuous career, so many injuries, so many setbacks. Last year was a real return to form for Federica Del Buono, and this will be a lovely cherry on the top of a fantastic season if she can keep her Italian team in the lead here in that gold medal position.
Well, that's an impressive lead that she's been handed by her compatriot Arise. She's a 4:03 1,500 metre runner, as you said, Hannah, very much a world-class athlete in her own right. Her father, Gianni Del Buono, placed third in the 1971 European Indoor 1,500 metres, and he won this. She won the same medal back in 2015. She's run exactly 2 minutes for 800. Not bad endurance, 9:01 for 3,000, but this is her sweet spot, 1,500 meters, and conveniently about the length of this lap. They do the long lap, as we said at the beginning. Each of these athletes has to go up the hill through the Castello. Denmark moving into, what, third place there behind the Belgian competitor. And Belgians Mariska Parevic on this second leg.
Solange Pereira of Spain has done super well. Jesus Gomez was running really well, just that unfortunate fall kind of down the penultimate dip. But Solange Pereira is super experienced at running this mixed relay. Bronze in 2017, gold in 2018. She's a 4:06 competitor. So used to seeing her in European track finals. So I think that's a good positive move from Solange Pereira to pull her team back into second.
Still Del Buono going really well and maintaining that lead. Charlotte Mouchet of France is going well. She's up there in the top 3 or 4 places. She's a 4:09 1,500 meter run. Has run 2:01 for 800. Struggling there a little bit, Del Buono. They are vicious, these little steps. There's an overall slope, but then there's 3 separate steps halfway up the hill. And there she negotiates another, but she's got lovely pitter-patter style, hasn't she? Up on her toes.
And that's what we saw from Maria Ferrero in the junior women's race. That seemed to do better, kind of maintain a bit of momentum. Federica Del Buono was second at the test event here, so she does know this course. She's shared videos of herself training around it. She doesn't look totally at home up this hill, but she has got a good lead, and hopefully she can stretch away down the hill without having to worry about other athletes around her. Solange Pereira is having the pressure mount behind her. Charlotte Mouchet of France trying to fight for their 4th consecutive silver medal. That would be tremendous for the French quartet, but it's really bunched there behind. Still yet to see the defending champions, Great Britain and Northern Ireland, get themselves involved.
Spain and France in 2nd and 3rd. Denmark going through in 4th. We've got Romania, I think, in 5th as they come out and break into the sunshine. That gap is, well, it's probably grown a little bit. It's about 30 meters now. She's had a fabulous leg here so far, Federica Del Buono. She just needs to stay on her feet. Yeah, flailing arms there. That's quite legit. You've just got to stay on your feet and use every element available to you to keep upright. Now, this is the corner where we saw the Spaniard go down on the first leg. That was a tough fall for Gomez.
It's a brilliant leg from Elena Panay of Romania. She's very at home. You see Elena Bucard struggling with the downhills. Reveille Walcott-Nolan, the Olympian from Great Britain. Georgie Hartigan of Ireland really struggling on those downhills, but Panay of Romania just looked so at home on the downhill. Federica Del Buono just slipping that plastic bracelet off her wrist into her hand, getting ready to hand that over to her teammate. Next up for the Italian team will be Yassine Bouhi.
Now there's a slight possibility that Bouhi for Italy on the 3rd leg is a 3:37 1,500 fella. He could be the weak link. Look at this run from the Romanian. This is inspired stuff from the 2nd leg athlete for Romania, Elena Adelina Panayet. She will hand over in the lead from the Italians, who had such a comfortable lead just a couple of minutes ago.
That was a phenomenal leg for Romania, and that shows if you know what you're doing on these mountain legs, you can really do some damage. It doesn't really matter what your 1,500 meter pace and speed is if you can't navigate these corners and these uphills. And look at the sprint there from Livanu Kis of Romania. He's gone flying off.
Great Britain in 6th place after 2 legs, so we're into the 2nd half now. But yeah, the ground is softening up, there's no doubt about that. The Romanian Laviniu Cis, is pouring it on here. He's just taking a look at his card. Well, he might struggle in this sort of company. He's a 3:45 1,500 meter fella. 67 minutes for a half marathon, not really international class at the longer range. But how well will he run here? Can he run in an inspired fashion? Because Hannah, that run from Panayet for the Romanians on the 2nd leg, she made up a massive amount of ground.
Well, I've got her listed as a European junior steeplechase bronze from a long time ago, and you could tell, you know, the comfort on tricky, kind of uneven ground there was really something that the Romanian team exploited on that 2nd leg. And I don't know, there's some big gaps opening up. I think it would be a humongous effort for Romania to hold on to a medal. You can see the move here from Yasin Bouhi. Got themselves back on terms with Kiss. Bouhi took second in the test event.
Well, the Frenchman in fourth place, Azzedine Habs, the 29-year-old, is a 3:31 1500-meter performer, made the semi-finals of the Olympic Games last year. He's a transferee from Morocco. So it's going to be a vicious racing on these last two legs. The Germans go through a little way down. But Italy from Spain, good running this. Wonderful leg from the Spanish Adrian Ben. Ben is a high-class performer, we know that. He was sixth in the World Championships in Doha back in 2019 and fifth at the Olympic Games.
Oh, Adrian Ben, what a competitor, those global finals, but almost coming unstuck on the second one of these hills. He was fine up the gradual bit, fine up the sharp incline, and then started treading water. Azzedine Habs looked like he's saying, if you were going to overtake me, you need to keep going because now you're holding me up. And Habs and Ben fighting it out for second and third at the moment. Yasin Bouhi of Italy just striding away up that last bit of the incline here. He's got to keep the pressure on through the museum. He can't give them a sniff here, disappear around that corner. And you don't want to give the French and the Spanish team anything to aim at. Good positioning there for the Danish team. They're up in fourth place at the moment. The Germans keeping themselves involved. Unfortunately for Romania, despite that sensational second leg, they do look like they've dropped out of the top six, top seven there.
Inspired running this from the Italian third leg runner, Yasin Bouhi, wearing 2:37. Boy, oh boy, as he poured it on. World indoor finalist at 3,000 metres back in 2018. He is a 3:37 1500 fellow. I think I described him earlier as the potential weak link in the Italian squad, but he has run with real confidence. Coached by Vittorio Di Saverio, and running in front of the home crowd, home advantage, the 12th man helping him round this last couple of hundred metres as he comes into the field, the flat ground. Can he stay on his feet and hand over for the final change, Hannah? With France in second, Spain in third. Germany now moved up into fourth. Great running this from the German third leg runner. That is Mergenthaler.
Oh, Yasin Bouhi, he always looked like he was enjoying that. Skipped off the top of that little hill. We've seen him so regularly in the long course cross country kind of do well enough. I think that's what you're looking for in a competitor for this mixed relay. Now we saw Federica Del Buono on her own in her leg. She looked fine, she looked like she was pulling away, but ultimately really got reeled in by that fantastic leg from the Romanian. So Gaia Sabatini, she's a little bit faster on paper. She's improved significantly year on year, and can she hold it together? She was 9th at the European Championships outdoors last year, building on her brilliant 4:01 clocking. Gaia Sabatini medals in the age group stages and trying to get the host nation's very first gold medal. They've got Nadia Batacletti coming in a couple of races time, defending her under 23 title. Yaman Crippa trying to have a go at dethroning Jakob Ingebrigtsen, but this Italian quartet in this mixed relay, oh, it would be wonderful if they picked up a gold medal here.
Great running from Britain's Callum Elson on the third leg there. He's pulled them up into fifth place, so they're in with a fighting chance of a medal now. But yes, Sabatini here, a 4:01 1500 metre run. She's going to be very, very hard to unseat. European under-23 champion last year. 305,000 followers she's got on Instagram, Sabatini. And at the moment, she's got a couple of dozen followers in this race.
I think it's tough when you're out here to be shot at in a mixed relay event like this. How do you gauge your effort? You know, Gaia Sabatini, she's got to be filled with nerves right now, and that gap is closing. Wasilia Tarrega of Spain, she's not got maybe the track credentials of those around her. She's just a 4:13 runner. And Ney Bourgeon of France vying for their 4th consecutive silver medal. But look at her, she's just staring down at the ground, intent, as a quick glance behind. Have I managed to shake off the challenge from Spain? But these two, I can see them certainly getting back on terms with Sabatini up this hill.
Well, when I saw the size of this hill, Hannah, and and each lap being so short, I thought immediately a couple of days ago as I walked the course that this hill would be a huge factor. You know, you can dig into it on the last lap and get a gap on people, but you can be caught on the downhill because some people have finished so fast. Sabatini here has been reeled in by Bourgoin of France. There's no doubt about that, and you can see the Spanish final leg runner as well has had a fabulous leg, Taraga. These three locked together, quite a big gap behind them. I can't see anybody else getting amongst the medals now, but who has got the legs? Who's going to judge it right? The right amount of effort on this upslope, saving enough for that fast downslope.
Taraga there, you could see her trying to carry her momentum. She knew she could get up these hills fast. Perhaps watch Maria Ferreira, her technique was brilliant. And what a story this would be from the Spanish team. Jesus Gomez falling, really hard fall on that first lap. And the team have worked tremendously well to get themselves back in a shot of a medal. But wouldn't that be tremendous if Spain could repeat their gold medal from 2018? And what about this French team? 3 consecutive silver medals, but they've never won. Could this finally be a gold medal for France? And Bourgoin pushing hard into this flat section. They will be absolutely flooded with lactic at this stage. Strong running from the German team in 4th place, but you'd think the medals have got to go the way of these top 3. They've got to safely navigate this technical, steep downhill section.
Well, the French quartet took silver medals last year behind Great Britain. Belgium took the bronze medals. Can the French get a gold this time? Can they improve 1 place? Spain pushing on hard now. Really good running from Rosalia Taraga of Spain. She's really attacked this downslope. She's let rip. And it may be a winning gap. The Germans back in 4th place, but way back. I don't think they're going to be amongst the medals.
The effort going down the hill then from Rosalia Taraga. She's giving it absolutely everything. She's taking risks. She's putting her body on the line. Gaia Sabatini is lightning fast. If Gaia Sabatini can find some momentum and some good ground, she's got around about 40 or 50 metres of technical ground left to navigate. But here goes Gaia Sabatini. She is going to try and kick down Taraga of Spain. Gaia Sabatini is on the charge. This home straight has caused some drama already for Nick Griggs and Will Barnicott. What will happen in this mixed relay? Gaia Sabatini trying to overhaul Spain. Spain won this title back in 2018. Are they going to repeat? No, it is going to be her first gold medal for the host nation. Gaia Sabatini timing her effort perfectly to the line. Rosalia Taraga gave it absolutely everything. I think that Spanish team should be incredibly proud of coming back from the fall of Jesus Gomez in the first leg, but Gaia Sabatini held her nerve. She was so uncomfortable up the hill, so uncomfortable down the hill, and just left a little bit in her legs for that final 100 metres. And that will have the crowds here in Piemonte-La Mandria Park cheering for the first of what hopefully is a few Italian gold medals.
Well, it's the first time they've lifted gold in this mixed relay. It's only the 5th edition of this relay. Great Britain have won 3 of the 4 titles before today. Spain winning back in 2018. But Italy winning in front of the home crowd. That was fantastic. And I'll tell you what, that was shades of World Cup goal scoring celebration there as her teammates crowded round her.